This is our civic project group, and we're going to be talking about our civic problem
We're
today.
going to address our subject question for a civic project. It's why is there such a scarce amount of students taking an AP class? Now, Loara has 2,337 students, and it only has 12.3% of the students enrolled in an AP class. Oxford has half the amount of students, but has double the amount of students taking an AP class. Now, I do know that's an unfair comparison because Oxford is a prestigious school. So let's compare ourselves to a more equal school that we consider, which is Kennedy. Kennedy has around 2,373 students, 4 less students than Loara, but has 22% students taking an AP class. Now the reason why we're lower is because of two problems. One is that students aren't even taking AP classes in the first place. And the second one is that students are afraid to take an AP class because they fear the class in general.
So I'll be giving you some of the reasons why students are afraid of taking AP classes, and some of those reasons would be like rumors from other students saying that the workload is too much or that the difficulty is too hard. And some of the rumors, such as like for example AP US History, some previous year students say that you can't get a B- or above, and that discourages them from taking the class. And the workload, some classes don't have too much workload, such as Miss Lowe has very minimal workload, and the difficulty is supposed to prepare you for college. Now, according to the SARC report, it says that there is a gradual decrease in students taking AP classes, but as you can see, it's slowly started to increase with the addition of AP Art History, AP Euro History, with the addition of sophomores, and also AP Physics. And according to the SARC report, it shows that there is a decrease in students enrolling into the AP classes, but along the way, there is a gradual increase in students taking the AP classes. In addition, that's just because of the addition of AP Art History, AP Physics, and AP Euro History. Overall, it contributes to a general problem in Loara in which students aren't getting enough information or a lack of knowledge of AP classes.
The current amount of students taking AP classes is 12%. We want to raise that to 15%. That's only a 3% increase. By doing this, we ensure that we can lay a solid foundation for students heading into college after school, because taking AP classes promotes self-sufficiency, and that is the key to the path.
We may not be able to implement it this year, but we want to leave a lasting legacy, one that will encourage students to challenge themselves and that will prepare them for life after school. We also plan on coming back to help guide the project and to see all the new AP attendees.
What has been done to try to spread awareness on AP classes? A couple of months ago, a group of students and teachers went outside onto the quad to promote their classes. This event was called Program Rush and took place during lunchtime. Classes such as AP Psychology, AP Government, and AP Computer Science, and some other non-AP classes like choir talked about their classes, and students registered for them. However, we found this method to be unsuccessful for a variety of reasons. First of all, very few AP classes were represented. Although we're not trying to say that non-AP classes aren't significant, we are saying that there was little representation from AP classes themselves. The program rush itself did not provide enough information to the students, and to be quite frank, all it did was try to get students to register for those classes without any valuable information. More importantly, this event took place during lunchtime, a time students used to socialize, not worry about classes that they're going to be taking in their junior, senior, or sophomore year. For this reason, not many students knew about the event, and not many of them knew what to do with it. Very few people actually knew this event happened until it already happened. As a result, we feel like our ideas improve the lack of student turnout in AP classes and addresses the problem that the program rush had. Not only do we represent a decent amount of AP students, we also provide enough information on those AP classes.
For our process to make the videos, we sent Mr. Klatzker an email which he sent to all of the teachers. This email arranged a time and a day with the teachers to record them. Afterwards, we recorded most of them. We included clips of the classroom such as student activities and teacher lectures, and a panorama of the classroom to make the video more active rather than have a teacher talk the whole time. The video itself was a 2 to 3 minute inquiry which included a brief description of teacher and class, benefits of taking the class on the AP test, the workload and difficulty, and finally additional comments and concerns. A second section of the video included student testimonies on the class, which answered the question, why is this class your favorite?
About like how hard it is, and it's gonna be like super stressed out for everybody. But to be honest, it really wasn't. It's all about like procrastinating, and if you do procrastinate, I think it's still manageable, to be honest.
We also chose certain classes to record because they either number 1 needed help in dispelling rumors or number 2 needed help on truthful advertisement, and we put emphasis on truthful. Mrs. Calloway gave us a copy of the Loara master schedule, which gave us a list of all the AP classes in the teachers' conference periods. Due to the lack of time, we had to analyze the significance of each class and chose 8 of them to make videos on. We chose AP Literature because there are rumors about its difficulty and is considered one of the hardest AP classes a senior could take. We chose AP Environmental Science because there's a new teacher, Mr. Martin, and we wanted to promote him. We chose AP Physics, AP Biology, and AP Chemistry because science is extremely tough in this school, and really, probably in every school. We know this through both rumors and personal experiences. However, Mr. Fee told us he wasn't interested and Ms. Sugita was uncomfortable to be on camera. Losing out on 2 of the AP Science classes was a massive L for us, but we decided to respect their wishes. We chose AP Psychology and AP Government because psychology is insanely popular amongst the students, and government is required for all seniors, so we thought that promotion would be ideal for both classes. We chose APUSH because it's considered the class with most workload amongst students, and therefore it is a golden standard that the students use for workload. We chose AP Calculus A, B, and BC because some of the students are afraid of the 90% test to 10% homework ratio. And finally, we chose AP Euro because it is the first AP class any Loara student can take, and serves as the foundation for APUSH and other AP classes. We didn't choose classes like AP Spanish or AP Studio Art because they tend to be a bit more strict on the prerequisites of taking the class. We actually did have a video on AP Studio Art but decided not to use it because Mr. Sporn expressed his desire for qualified artists to take Studio Art. Other classes like AP Art History didn't need the video because the teachers are doing a very good job of advertising their own classes. After all the videos are done, we do plan on putting them on the announcements, and later on, the Loara website. Mr. Klatzker also gave us an idea to play these videos on registration date. We feel like this method addresses the problem the best because students that want to take AP classes should get their information from the teacher, not from students. However, we do not want to completely invalidate the students, hence the reason we have a student testimony. It's been established that the shortage of AP students are due to alternative facts that come from the students. These videos clear up misconceptions and rumors by giving cold hard facts that come from the teachers themselves.
I'm Jason Smith. I teach AP US History here at Loara High School, and I have been teaching it for 18 years. I also read for the College Board, so I know what's required to pass the test, and I'm going to be your best bet to get through that here on Loara's campus. The workload of AP US History is, I would say, it's on par with the other classes. I would say that it's not terribly difficult if you can manage your time well. There's not a lot of work outside of class. You do have to read the textbook, that's the big part of it. And there all are small written essays that you do. But in comparison to other classes, the AP test is the most difficult for US History in terms of pass rate than any of the other exams. But as a reader, I think I will be able to give you the edge to do well on the AP exam because I know what is being required when the grading happens. The benefits of taking the AP US History class are, in addition to the college credit you're going to earn, because you're going to hear that in all these videos, the key is that when you apply to college, if your school offers AP US History and you don't take AP US History, they wonder why you ducked it. When you are applying to schools, they know what the school offers. So if you apply to the UC system and they know that Loara offers AP US History and you're not taking it, they're going to wonder why you skipped it, why you avoided it, why were you afraid of the workload. And you don't want them to have those doubts because it is a competition between you and your peers here and your peers around the state to get into a limited amount of spots at the UC system. In addition to that, you're going to be a better writer, you're going to be a better manager of your time, you're going to understand US history a lot better, you're going to understand why we are doing the things we're currently doing in the United States. And finally, a lot of students get scared off by the AP workload, and that's something that I'm willing to work with you on. I'm willing to help you, and I offer all kinds of chances for extra credit. I'm very flexible on due dates. If something is not done on time and you need more time or something has happened that you can't get something done, I am more than willing to work with you on that. I stand at the door every day and greet the students, and if you ever had something where you can't get something done, a night where you just had something happen and you just couldn't get the work done, just talk to me at the door, and I'm willing to be flexible about things. I want you to succeed. I want you to pass the AP test. and I want you to get to the college you're choosing, and I'm going to help you do that.
My name is Kevin Ding. I am a junior, and my favorite class has to be AP US History. The main reason being so is that our teacher of AP US History, Jason DeMarcus Smith, is one of the most remarkable men and one of the most aesthetically pleasing men I've ever laid my eyes upon.